Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? How's everybody doing? And today, BlackGhostFace here is letting you know that get ready for another episode of RWBY. And this one is called The Badge and the Birdie. Sit back and relax, folks. I am not gonna stall this long intro. Just want to say, post your comments below if you have any recommendations that you want me to react to for your leisure and amusement. Also, if you wish to stay tuned for the next episode and other shows, games, series, reactions, and all you gotta do, stab that subscribe button down below, and I will continue to give you a show. Now, I just want to give a brief announcement. I know most of y'all have been saying that just react to the show, and at the end, then you can do your reviews and breakdowns. That I totally understand, because most of the time when you watch other people react, I know you probably get sick and tired of them pausing the video, then they start talking a little bit this and that. Then you gotta hear them talk even more, like 5 to 10 times, depending how long the episode is. But you gotta understand, most shows you have to do that too, even though you're gonna get a copyright issue, whatnot. As long as it's not severe, it's not that bad. But RWBY though, RWBY, I can see why y'all said that because this show is short, so I totally understand that. So from this video, this episode on, it's gonna be nothing but reviews at the end. Not gonna be pausing and talking during the episode. It's gonna be nothing but just straight sheer reaction, straight sheer laughters, little bit of something there here and there. But when they're not talking, of course, I'm gonna say a little bit of something. But once they start talking, then I'm gonna listen. But once the episode ends, as always, I will give my full review and full what if scenarios at the end of the video. But anywho, though, I ain't wasting no more time. Why? Cause it's RWBY time. Woo! Ah, so peaceful, so serene. What a lovely day. Like nothing can go wrong.
Good morning, Team RWBY! What in the world is wrong with you? Now that you're awake, we can officially begin our first order of business. Excuse me? Decorating! What?
We still have to unpack. And clean.
All right! Weiss, Blake, Yang, and their fearless leader, RWBY, have begun their first mission. Bonsai! Bonsai!
Bonsai indeed. Ninjas of Love? Ooh, okay. Oh my god.
This isn't going to work.
It is a bit cramped.
Maybe we should ditch some of our stuff.
Or we could ditch the beds and replace them with bunk beds. That sounds incredibly dangerous.
And super awesome!
It does seem efficient.
Well, we should put it to a vote. I think we just did.
Official. Unanimous.
Objective complete.
Hmm.
All right. Our second order of business is classes.
Oh.
Now, we have a few classes together today. At 9, we've got a big...
What? Did you say 9 o'clock?
It's 8:55, you dunce!
Ooh. Oh.
To class!
Class?
Oh, wow.
We're gonna be late!
I like the uniforms.
Monsters,
Morpheus.
demons, prowlers of the night. Yes, the creatures of Grimm have many names, but I merely refer to them as prey. Ha ha! Ha ha! And you shall too upon graduating from this prestigious academy. Now, as I was saying, Vale, as well as the other 3 kingdoms, are safe havens in an otherwise treacherous world. Our planet is absolutely teeming with creatures that would love nothing more than to tear you to pieces. And that's where we come in. Huntsmen, huntresses. Individuals who have sworn to protect those who cannot protect themselves. From what you ask? Why, the very world.
Hey, yeah.
That is what you are training to become. But first, a story. A tale of a young, handsome man. Me.
Oh my
when I
God.
was a boy.
Why is he trying not to fall asleep?
Despite smelling of cabbages, my grandfather was a wise man. Peter, he told me.
What's she doing?
In the end, the Beowulf
Oh my
was
God.
no match for my sheer tenacity, and I returned to my village with the beast in captivity and my head held high, celebrated as a hero. The moral of this story? A true huntsman must be honorable. A true huntsman must be dependable. A true huntsman must be strategic, well-educated,
Oh.
and wise. So, who among you believes themselves to be the embodiment of these traits?
I do, sir.
Well then, let's find out.
What the?
Step forward and face
What
your
the?
opponent.
Oh, my head. Okay. First thing I want to say, I'm going to do a little breakdown. I want to make this like the important parts as fast as I can because this is going to be the second part coming up soon. First off, what in the world was up with those bunk beds? One of them on the left-hand side looks like it's about to snap off, but the one on the right side looks almost as the one dangerous on the left. Cause what if you toss and turn and the books kind of like be uneven and whoever's laying at the bottom of the bunk bed probably get crushed? But the one on the left side looks far more dangerous. But anywho, in class, don't you just hate it when a teacher talks about their story, about themselves? It's already boring enough you're in class. Now you make it even worse that you're explaining your story in the past. And you got RWBY over here trying to stay awake. Then you see Weiss, she's actually slightly dozing off. And then you got RWBY over here, she's actually drawing something just to spice up the classroom. That guy in the back. That guy in the back room, the back classroom. So was that like a background character or an actual character we're going to see more further into the show? Y'all let me know because he was the only one I saw that was highlighted like everyone else, like, RWBY, Yang, Wise, Blake. And last thing I want to say is, what in the world? The teacher, did he wink at Yang? Like, I know his eyes are closed and all that, but did he wink at Yang? Saying huntsmen and huntresses, and he just winked at Yang like, what? And one more thing. Weiss, what in the world was her problem? Why? Yo, she looked even more hostile towards RWBY than never before. Like, I'm gonna get you after class. If not after class, maybe right now. Like I never seen someone look that upset at someone. All because that Ruby has been promoted to the leader of Ruby. So you don't like the fact that someone that looks like that does the things she do, that offends you. Because if I'm looking at a leader, I expect the leader to become a leader, like be professional. First of all, you're in class, so of course you're gonna drop your guard a little bit because one, you're not fighting the grimness outside of the school. You're in class. You can goof around a little bit. You can't be serious all the time. But now it seems like Weiss is going to try to show that I deserve to be team leader for some reason. Like she is that upset the fact that Ruby is the leader, but she's not showing leader material. She's showing that she is like lesser than a leader, and Weiss believes that she deserves to be the leader. It seems like because I have never seen someone who looked so jealous like that in my life. Like she could at least contain her emotions, but it seemed like she couldn't. But anywho, though, we're moving on to part two. Enjoy. I had to do it, I'm sorry. What?
Go Weiss! Fight well! Yeah, represent Team Ruby! Ruby, I'm trying to focus. Oh, sorry.
All right, let the match begin.
What the? Wait, is that a Grim Pumbaa?
Haha, wasn't expecting that, were you?
Hang in there, Weiss!
Bold you approach. I like it.
Come on, Weiss, show it who's boss!
I know she's not.
Oh, now what will you do without your weapon?
Weiss, go for its belly! There's no armor underneath. Stop telling me what to do!
What?
Bravo! Bravo! It appears we are
She got it.
indeed in the presence of a true huntress in training. I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today. Be sure to cover the assigned readings, and stay vigilant. Class dismissed.
Sheesh, what's with her?
For real?
Weiss! What? What's wrong with you? Why are you being... What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be a leader, and all you've been so far is a nuisance. What did I do? That's just it! You've done nothing to earn your position. Back in the forest, you acted like a child, and you've only continued to do so.
Weiss, where is this coming from?
What happened to all the talk about working together? I thought you believed in acting as a team. Not a team led by you. I've studied and trained, and quite frankly, I deserve better. Ozpin made a mistake.
Ooh, you don't want to say that around Morpheus.
Now that didn't seem to go very well.
Ooh.
Is she right? Did you make a mistake?
That remains to be seen.
Oh.
Professor Port,
Ah, Miss Shani. And to what do I owe this fine pleasure?
I enjoyed your lecture.
Of course you did, child. You have the blood of a true huntress in you.
You really think so?
Most surely.
Now with that attitude.
Something's troubling you.
Yes, sir.
Dear girl, confess to me your strife.
Well, I think I should have been the leader of Team RWBY.
That's preposterous.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's only been one day. Ruby, I've made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet. But at this moment, I would not consider your appointment to leader to be one of them.
What?
Do you?
Excuse me?
I've believed in Professor Osborn for many years, and the man's never once led me astray.
So you would just blindly accept his decision even after seeing how exceptional I am?
With all due respect, your exceptional skill on the battlefield is matched only by your poor attitude.
How dare you?
My point exactly. I see a girl before me who has spent her entire life getting exactly what she wanted.
That's not even remotely true. Well, not entirely true.
Being a team leader isn't just a title you carry into battle, but a badge you wear constantly. If you are not always performing at your absolute best, then what reason do you give others to follow you?
So the outcome did not fall in your favor. Do you really believe that acting in such a manner would cause those in power to reconsider their decision? So instead of fretting about what you don't have, savor what you do. Hone your skills, perfect every technique, and be not the best leader, but the best person you can be.
Yes.
You've
My
been
man.
burdened with a daunting responsibility, Ruby. I advise you take some time to think about how you will uphold it.
They both have so many points. I mean, wow. That ain't safe.
Weiss, I was studying and then I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
How do you take your coffee?
I don't.
Answer the question.
Cream and 5 sugars.
Don't move.
Yes.
Here.
Thanks, Weiss.
Ruby, I think you have what it takes to be a good leader. Just know that I am going to be the best teammate you will ever have.
That's good. That's
Good luck studying. That's wrong, by the way. Hey, Ruby?
Uh-huh.
I always wanted bunk beds as a kid.
Wow. The development. How did it get that fast? Just from one pep talk. One pep talk. And she already becoming an actual nice girl. That's good. Good for her. For like for real. Folks, that is it for the badge and the burden. Now, I'm going to do a full breakdown as best I can. First, I'm going to start with part 1. Again, there was something I missed out on that. Remember when Yang and Blake, they were showing support. And when Ruby was showing support, she literally looked at Ruby. I get it. The grudge is real. You don't like me. All because I act like a non-leader student. And also, going back, so the guy's name, the teacher, Professor Pork. I seriously thought they called him Professor Pork. I'm like, bro, that is insulting to call someone that name. But when they said port, like airport, I'm like, oh, okay. But because if you're gonna call me Pork, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. Like for real, you're not gonna give me a name and stick with that. I'm still a little puzzled that he literally winked at Yang. Though. I get it. Yang is hot, okay? But anywho, moving on to the second part. Why was she still so hostile? Right before that pep talk. Right before the pep talk, she was still acting hostile, like. And then she even said Morpheus made a mistake. Now, I know y'all be saying his name's not Morpheus, his name is Oscar. Well, I'm giving him a nickname. When I give people nicknames, that means I'm growing on you. I'm attached to you like that. So Morpheus, I don't, and as soon as she said that, as soon as she said Morpheus made a mistake, I'm like, maybe you shouldn't say that if he's around. Then he was standing literally right there behind Ruby, like he wasn't even trying to hide. He was just standing there. And also, there's something else that has been bugging me. What Morpheus said to Ruby, he said that Morpheus, how old are you exactly? Because for you to say that makes me wonder, like, are you even human, my guy? You're not going to tell a kid that, oh, I made way more mistakes than anybody on Earth put together. I got the feeling that he has told all the teachers that, and that other teacher, the one with the speed, if I heard correctly, his name is Professor Goodrich or something. I hope I'm getting the name right. I don't know if I'm going to see more of them in this show. I don't know if they're going to have more screen time. But if they do, I got to learn to memorize their name. If not, I'm going to give them a nickname. Like Professor Ports, I'm going to call him Pro. And Professor Goodwich, if that's really his name, I'm gonna call him Speedy. Okay, I'm gonna call him Speedy. He looks like that teacher. He looks like that teacher from I think was it like that show Hunter x Hunter, the one that has his shirt tucked in on one side and the other one tucked out. He looks like him. So I might call him that. I don't know what his name is, but you know who I'm talking about. But anywho, when Weiss went to talk to Professor Port, now I would call him two abbreviations, but I'm not going to do that because that just seems very like childish anyway. When she went to talk to Port about the fact that I should have been team leader, I think Morpheus made a mistake. He literally said it with a straight face. But the fact that Morpheus talked to Ruby and Port talked to Weiss, they was both on straight up equal points. Like Morpheus told Ruby that you have a daunting personality. You know that, right? The fact that we are training students into become huntsmen and huntresses. So you know the fact when you graduate, you're gonna have to go out there and protect the world. Like you gotta be like Superman. You gotta be like y'all gotta work in different continents and all that. Y'all gotta be straight on point with keeping the world safe. Because I bet you there's even far worse grim than the ones that they was facing outside of the school grounds. And Port, on the other side, he was giving straight up advice towards Weiss that you really think your skills are good, but your attitude far surpasses that. He made his case real clear that stop trying to be the best leader, become the best you as you can be. Man, perfect your skills, your techniques, and all that. Because right now it seems like you are a spoiled brat. That's basically what he's saying. You are a spoiled brat. You want to get whatever you want to get, and yet you still not satisfied. Like for real. All I'm saying is, folks, that I get it. They're children. They are children. You got some that acts goofy. You got some that acts spoiled rotten, stuck up. But still, though, they're children and they are learning. So give them time to develop. Now, Weiss, I give people time to develop, but she's really making it difficult to develop as a character. You see, we ain't got nothing wrong with Yang and Blake. Got nothing wrong with them, unless they haven't did like an episode of just them. But still, though, that this episode was basically like Weiss and Ruby. Like I can see why it's called the badge and the burden. That pep talk from Weiss, though, that made it real clear to her that without teamwork, the rest will fall. If you keep acting like that on the team, it's going to lead to all of them dead. Simple as that. You can't be in a team if there's one person that's not a team player. Just because she acts silly does not mean she ain't serious on the battlefield. I like the fact that after that pep talk from both sides, they realized that this is serious. I shouldn't be fooling around. I got to take this for real because if I'm out there on the battlefield and I'm fighting a Grim that I know nothing about, and Professor Port was telling us how this and that was going, I wasn't listening, I'm going to die. It's simple as that. Going back a little bit, going to the fact that when Ruby was like telling her go for the gut and all that, it wasn't like an order or anything. It was just telling her where the weakness is at. Like if I'm fighting someone and I don't know the weakness, and one of my friends or teammates tell me, okay, got you. I mean, I get it, you're team leader and all that, but still though, that's what you've been assigned to. She's the leader, and you don't have. And think about Ruby, it's not like she's telling you what to do or demanding you do it. She's telling you advice. Like advice. Like there's two types of ways people do it. They tell you advice or they demand you do it. And Ruby was telling her advice. Go for the stomach. They had a Grim Pumbaa in this? What? They had a Grim Pumbaa. But anywho though folks, that is the end of this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed this series so far. Stay tuned for when the next episode comes out. Post your comments below if you have any recommendation that you want me to react to for your leisure and amusement. Stab that subscribe button down below and I will continue to give you a show. I hope y'all have a good day. I hope y'all stay safe out there. But anywho, until that time though, peace out.